Since the beginning of the band, we've never really gone into something with like a fully formed idea. As uncreative as this might sound, usually it's like, it's been a few years, we should probably start writing a new album. So it is always kind of an exciting and nervous feeling when it's like, all right, guys, it's time. Let's start scheduling practices to see what comes out. Though so many of us have been experiencing dramatic life changes while making this album, whenever we get together in a room, everything seems to dissipate and there's focus. Sometimes we would have a 2-hour practice, but be very productive because, like, I think we leave all of that at the door. It felt like a very healthy time for all of us, I think, to like be in there working on this stuff, which is interesting considering how dark and tragic so much of it is, you know?
Was it raining in Ojai this morning, Ross?
Yeah.
When I was driving over here, it looked pissed. I looked pissed.
It is going well. It is very, this one feels especially intense. Everyone is going through big life changes, and I feel like we're all putting as much as we possibly can into this, and the catharsis that comes when you put 1,000% into something and then seeing what the result is how I would describe it. Even that sounds vague, but that's kind of the best I could put it into words, I think, at this moment.
It's every other snare hit you're not doing your kick, so it's like,
oh.
This whole entire record probably took me the longest it's probably taken me to write a record. I think I'm at close to a year, which is pretty crazy. I could write a song and I can feel like I've expressed something inside myself that I feel like I got out what needed to come out in a way that is fulfilling to me. And it can mean different things to me depending on the night when we're performing it, or maybe the day I'm recording it in the studio. But with this process with Ross, when I'm reading it out loud or when I'm talking about it and I'm going line by line, having to sort of make sense of it all is when I sort of learn more about myself. Because I'm like, oh, this is where I was coming from, or this is what was on my mind. I can now understand why this came out of my head at this specific time, you know?
I'm just wondering, like, if we should do back to this, because TK originally had it that we would go right back into the chorus, like add like a little downpour on our road.
Do you think we need to tighten that?
I don't think.
Or do you think that's okay?
With that long of a break?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
All right, let's try.
As my writing has, I'd like to hope, gotten better throughout the years, with more life experience, there's more depth to what I'm trying to say. As I'm now in my 40s, you know, I've suffered a lot of different losses, whether emotionally or physically, you know, like losing people who pass away, losing people just relationship-wise and things like that. Like, those all have such a big impact on how you live your life and how you handle things on a day-to-day basis. So having all of that then to be filtered through a song, I just think it offers up so much more.
This one looks like it was buried underground for 300 years.
Sounds real nice already. a good sounding guitar.
Sixth record feels crazy. Like, it feels insane to be making your sixth album as a unit. We've been playing together as this unit for so long that there's a lot of familiarity, and you kind of like know what buttons to push and how to push each other further musically. You know, if Tyler brings in a song, I have some expectation of how it's going to be and the types of things he's going to want to hang on to and the types of things he's going to be open to changing. And the same goes for me. Like, I know the type of song that I'll bring in that I naturally gravitate towards writing, and I know the types of things that might be challenging for the others to grasp onto. I think being open to that level of collaboration is really great, and becomes healthier and healthier the longer you know people and the longer you're playing music together.
It's intense, but in a good way, you know? Like, I think there's, like, just a lot of... Everyone's very committed and serious to the project, so I feel like every day everyone comes in, like, trying their best, so, like, I don't know how much more you could... You know, recording can be very frustrating, so everybody coming in with, like, the right mindset, I think, is a huge plus.
I just feel like maybe more so than any other record, I've put everything into this. I feel very proud of this album, just like in a visceral way. It's so, like, there's just a emotional heaviness with this one. That's, I think, for me personally, it's probably the heaviest one that we've made. It's easy to just fucking yell into a microphone, you know, but it's hard to actually make something that can actually move somebody, or you can feel something from it. I'm very proud of it, yeah. I feel like there was no stone left unturned. We looked at, you know, all of the components of everything, so that helps me to rest easy with it, you know.
Check! Hey! It sounds absolutely incredible in here, so...
Okay. Because I had been obsessing over the song so fucking much that, like, that's why I was like, I just want, like, I got the last line this morning, I was like, I need to just do this today. Yeah. And then, like, how I've been going over it so many times in my head to actually project it. And have it land where it needed to. When I did the first run of it, I was like, fuck, that might not be. But
and it's, like, seriously so much catchier than we had before, too. It was, like,
awesome. Yeah. Also, it's just nice to have replaced the lyrics in a way that, like, though I believed and stand by everything that was in the old version, it's like, whatever. So it's just like to have this version be...
It's like anything else where, like, at times it feels like you're like, how could we sacrifice this part we wrote? Like, we worked so hard on it, and then it's just like, it was the right choice. Right. You know, sometimes it's just like...
Yeah.
It's not the easy choice, but it's the right choice. Yeah. So, like, it was still a good exercise to do it, and it felt good in the moment. So, yeah. Who knows if it's like that's what led to this anyway. Like, the fact that you had to write it later, you know, not on some fate shit, but, you know.
Yeah. So on the last ones, I've just been going. Which is like a very basic ground for something to be on. I didn't want the lead guitar that's your vocal line to combat something else being there.
Let's do a cross between what you're feeling.
Yeah.
And that, like to get little space in there. Yeah. See if it feels natural for you.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that has forever certainly helped me with processing any of this stuff. Like, if I didn't have this band, I don't know how I would process most things, you know? It sounds so fucking cliche, but, like, it is genuinely a kind of therapy for me. I think that I'm able to put into words on paper and yelled things that I don't even know how I would explain them in a way that would make me feel better if I was talking to someone behind a desk with a clipboard. I know the importance that I'm putting into these words because it's something that I have to have attached to me till the day I die. And then there's a sense of glory of getting to perform these songs and then see that people connect with that too. Because that is the universal, I'm not alone in this, which is, I think, what so many of us strive to feel in those rooms, in those environments. so finding a sort of solidarity in these, at the end of the day, pretty basic human emotions it's I think we're all just looking for ways to not feel alone, you know?
The last few months we have been working extremely hard on a brand new record. Without further ado, it's a brand new song. It's called Hal Ashby.